Concussions are a very common problem amongst athletes, but can these injuries lead to other problems and conditions? Well, Seth McCoy spoke with Doctor William Meehan, director of the Sports Concussion Clinic at Children's Hospital in Boston and director of the Lahey Sports Injury Prevention Clinic, as well as John Mattleman, director of Needham Youth Services, to see what they think.
In Needham, it's not well known, but Needham has averaged approximately 3 suicides a year. Every year for the last 3 reporting years. 3. That's astonishing. You imagine if I told you, if you came to Needham, that there were 3 murders a year in Needham, you would be very worried. This worries us.
The May 2nd suicide of former NFL star Junior Seau has brought to the forefront again the connection between concussions or repeated blows to the head, depression, and in extreme cases, suicide. And while attitudes towards head injuries and the link to depression and suicide has changed, parents and coaches must remain vigilant.
When we were kids, nobody took concussion seriously. People would say Johnny got shooken up on the play or he got his bell rung. I think now if somebody has an injury, a blow to the head that does shake them up or they do look a little confused or off balance, don't dismiss it as that. Pull them to the sideline, get them out of play, have them evaluated by an athletic trainer or a doctor or somebody who can help.
And while some athletes may shrug off head injuries, there are signs to look for.
Those are things like imbalance, confusion. A lot of the times the guys will be running the wrong way with the ball, or you'll see them go to the wrong huddle, sort of classic football footage that people show during highlight reels. Vomiting is a sign of concussion, and then there's obvious ones, unconsciousness, seizure. Those tend to attract a lot of attention, but there's subtler ones that you can see as well.
So what if your child starts showing signs of depression after a head injury? John Mattleman from the Needham Youth Services says take their depression seriously.
Well, first of all, a parent has to have courage, and the courage is to really see signs. So sometimes you might see something and think, well, no, that's probably not it. It really could be it, and it's really important for parents to say the right things. Oftentimes, adolescents and adults will say, oh, I feel terrible, I wish I were dead. So a bad comment would be, you'll feel better tomorrow, because if that person's really depressed, they're not thinking they'll feel better tomorrow. Or if a parent says, you don't mean that. Imagine how that feels. If you're depressed and someone says, you don't mean that, wow, what do you do with that? So parents need to learn the right language to say. And I'll tell you what the right language is. It's really simple. Tell me more.
And Dr. Meehan suggests seeking professional help as well.
A lot of times athletes don't want to see a psychologist because they think someone's telling them they're crazy or they have a problem. But sports psychologists do so much more than that. I mean, they make you better at your sport. They improve your performance. But one of the things they can do is assess depression and assess even how do you respond to injury, what are called coping strategies. How do you respond to the fact that you got to be out for several months?
Reporting from Boston Children's Hospital for the Needham Channel News, I'm Seth McCoy.